In this tutorial, I'm going to cover how to add a layer in Illustrator to your file. And it's not easy because, as you've seen in the other tutorial, I can actually edit a layer, adding artwork, changing it, and then I save it. And since it's in the project folder, it automatically updates in After Effects. Well, if I was to add a new layer in Illustrator, it just doesn't do it. Let me go over to Illustrator for a second, and here's my file folder, or my Illustrator file with all the shapes that I'm using into my animation. I'm going to make a new layer here, and we could title this mouse in hole, let's say. Okay, and I'm just going to paste it. Now, since I've got all these other layers open, let me just close them so that we can see it. Okay, we're going to do Command V, or Control V, that is. Or actually, you know what? We want to do Control F, so it'll paste right in front there. So, I would like to include this little bit of artwork. We'll turn this on here. Save that. I would like to. Now, I just saved it. It's on its own layer. It's got its own name. Let's go back into After Effects and see if it's done anything to it, okay? I don't see anything that's been added here. And there's nothing here that looks like, mouse in hole. It would be mouse. Okay, it's not there. And that's the problem. So, there is a solution around this. And that solution is this. Okay, you can make a new Illustrator file. And here it is. Let me go back over here. Okay, and I actually have this separated so I can animate the head there. So this head can do this and the tail. All right. So anyway, what I want to do is I've got this saved. It's called Mouse Standing. And we're going to go back to, and I've got two layers there, layer 1, layer 2. I could do hole, doorway, or mouse. Let's do mouse hole. Mouse hole. Okay. We want to be able to find these quickly. And we'll call this mouse in hole. M-O-U-S-E, in hole. Okay? And if we want to, we could actually put, let's do 1 and do 2, because I want to be able to find these quickly in there. All right? So this hopefully will help me find it quicker. All right, so let's save that. Okay, let's go back into After Effects, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to I'm in this project window here, but I'm going to go to File, Import File. Okay. All right, let's make sure Okay, mouse standing. There it should be. We need to bring it in. Import as composition. Retain layer sizes. Okay. Now it brings it in there, and I'm not going to double click or do anything. What I want to do is, this is cat and mouse layers. This is mouse standing layers. I want to go into these two layers, and I'm going to click and drag these up into here. Okay. Now they don't appear down there yet because I got to drag them down in there. So let's go up under here, and they should be highlighted still, and we should be able to find them pretty quickly, hopefully. Oh, here they are, right up here. See, 1 and 2. Okay. Now let's drag those in here, and there they are. I know that head's off, so let's go to the head layer. Let's click off here for just a second, and the head did not come in at the right place. That's okay. See, I can move that head into place so I can animate it later. Okay, but that is a quick, easy way. Now, one thing you can do to make sure that you don't get everything confused here, because I watched this within a tutorial online. I was trying to find the best way to do this. Is we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. So we're just going to delete those. Okay? Are you sure you want to delete two? Yes, I do. Okay? So now we can save this. Or actually, After Effects automatically saves this. Okay? What's really cool about this is, and I'm just trying to make sure here, I'm going to just sort of stretch that out. There we go. I just wanted to stretch that part out a little bit maybe, just so that that comes down all the way. Okay. So what I was going to say is, what's really cool about this, and we'll just drag over here so we see mainly just that, and actually, you know what, we can turn off all these other layers if we want to, but I don't think I need to. I think you understand what I'm talking about, hopefully. But what I was going to say is, since we have this like this, okay, if I wanted to make a simple change, even though I got rid of these things here, if I come over here and let's say I go and do something simple like, I don't know, let me see here. I'm going to go down to this layer since it's pretty static. And I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe making, let's see here. I'm just thinking here. I'm gonna make this to look. It's gonna be a little rough. We'll go this way. And I'm going to make that gray. And I'm going to send this to the back. So we'll do that, and we'll just and we'll drag that below there. There we go. So we kind of have him in a doorway. And it's going to be a little crude. It's not my best work. That's good enough for this. Now, if we hit save, let's go back into After Effects and see, does that change that? And it did. Even though it's a different Illustrator file, that layer is linked to the Illustrator file it came from. So this is the best way to actually add layers and add shapes. Now, the other way to add shapes, of course, is just to add shapes on another layer in the pre-existing Illustrator file. But see, I wanted to make a totally new layer. And this is the best way to do it, okay? So I hope this helps you guys out.